Hello, welcome to the Four Direction. I'm Mary Apollo, the host. This is a special series for the UNHCR 51 project, the refugee stories by artisan women who flew their home country, and they came and they carry with them their culture, their inclusion, and form this wonderful project that was formed by UNHCR, MADE51 project. So in today's episode, I'm joined by Amias Ampurige. He's an officer for UNHCR South Sudan. His position is the livelihood and economic inclusion. So he is going to tell us more about the project and the progress of UNHCR. Welcome, Amias.
Pleasure to be here. I'm very honored to be on this episode, Mary, to be able to share a few reflections on the MADE51 actions in South Sudan. Once again, my name is Amias Aryampa. I'm working for UNHCR as the section of livelihood and economic inclusion towards empowering refugees through solutions.
Wonderful. So first tell us about what is MADE51 project and how this model supports the work of UNHCR.
Well, MADE51 is an innovative model that UNHCR has adopted to create access to market opportunities for refugee artisans that are producing a number of artisan work. And how it works is that it helps establish partnerships with experienced local enterprises, which we call the local social enterprises. And these enterprises work with refugees to craft and develop beautiful crafts that are thereafter linked to market stakeholders where they're able to sell their products in global spaces and global markets. But it also helps empower refugees by strengthening and improving their skills in craftsmanship, where they are taken through a series of training and coaching sessions to be able to improve the products they have into a value that is fit for a market that attracts a higher value for the commodities they are selling. So it works with refugees to be able to identify those that have skills, link them to local social enterprises that help empower and develop their skills to create products that are very good for the market and helps them earn income out of these products.
Oh, wonderful. Furthermore, how the MADE51 project helped change the narrative of refugees, of a refugee person, and at the same time promoting the inclusion of the creative economy, if we can call it.
Well, if I can say, one of the persistent challenges that refugees
Yes,
face,
please.
one of the persistent challenges that refugees face is the lack of access to market for their products, but also being able to craft products that are of good value that can attract a very high price in the market. And this is where MADE51 is addressing, and it's trying to work with them to develop their skill to be able to create products that are of value, that are of quality, and are able to attract a higher value on the market. So this way, it helps expand and diversify the sales opportunities that the refugees have, creating these global market spaces to showcase the commodities of the refugees and help them earn from these products that they are selling. So, in doing that, it does foster the inclusion of refugees. Even the model alone, where it works with people in groups together to craft a number of products, that also is a showcase of the resilience and the creativity that these individuals can have together and have a product that can attract a higher value on the market. So MADE51 is helping change the narratives of lack of access to markets, but also good quality products that people can find very viable to spend on.
Wonderful. That sounds exciting. So, made 51 projects in one of the big conferences and exhibit in Washington D.C. So, why is it important, you think, for Made 51 project to find international market for this artisan product?
You see, an international market allows refugees to get more sustainable income, but also a high value income for the products they are producing, compared to what they would get on the market within the refugee spaces or locally. So one, it does help that, but also it is a showcase and recognition of the beauty and diversity and the talent that exists within the refugees and their skills and creativity. So when these products are made available to the international market, they create a positive narrative about refugees and their abilities, how they're able to contribute towards resilience, and also reflect on the unique stories that come with each of these products, because each of these products is crafted based with skills of refugees, but also with some reflections on what they would want to demonstrate through their art. So it displays that and helps them to share their traditions, help them to share their culture and their values. So these crafts being on the international market is a very good reminder that refugees are hopeful of being self reliant, they are hopeful of having a brighter future, and is a demonstration that a number of actors need to come on board to be able to support them, to be able to rebuild their lives, building on the skills that they have.
So, how is Made 51 project aligned with UNHCR principles?
UNHCR is mandated to protect refugees and also find solutions for them. And in doing so, it has a number of principles, and one of them, and which MADE51 is trying to champion, is through its work. We try to ensure that the refugees are doing this in spaces that are safe and provide dignity and protect the rights of women and girls that are engaging into artisan work. So the principle of protection from sexual exploitation and abuse is paramount. And then MADE51 is also engaging the local social enterprise partner and strengthening their capacity to be able to understand, to identify, and also prevent these forms of exploitations in the work they're working with refugees. And because this kind of work also is dependent on individual skills and capacities, what MADE51 is doing, it's working to be able to ensure that different individuals from different age categories and groups are able to actively participate in these projects, where they're working with both the youth, then the middle aged and the elderly. They are provided with an equal opportunity to ensure that they fully participate and explore the capacity and the talents they have. And the the other principle I'd reflect on is the one that encourages them to meaningfully participate in decision processes along the model of MADE51, from the different stages of identifying the artisans, working with the local social enterprise partner to develop the product, and then even up to the marketing level. This way and this involvement of refugees helps in ensuring that their voices, their decisions are included in the decisions that govern the activities. And this way it helps provide accountability to the refugees that are participating in this program, but overall strengthen their capacity to be able to express their views, express their voices, and make decisions in areas that impact them. So this is how MADE51 is helping and aligning with some of the protection principles that UNHCR is mandated to.
So the project also work with women, which are minority group. How does MADE51 project align with UNHCR principles in protecting vulnerable groups?
So, like you have highlighted, most of the participants of this project in South Sudan are generally women that engage in beadworks, and the UNHCR is working with them and helping them to find solutions. And first is by being able to identify areas for skills development and empower them to be able to have adequate skills that will allow them to improve on the skill on the craft on the talents they have and empower them to earn from it. But also MADE51 is working through existing channels within the community to be able to further identify these vulnerable groups and be able to bring them closer towards the program. And through existing referral pathways, we call them protection referral pathways, vulnerable individuals are identified and referred to this program where they receive part of the training and some coaching and actively participate in the production tasks that usually are available. And that way they help to strengthen their network, help to empower them, help them to speak out, and also help them to earn an income and be able to thrive within their community.
Wonderful. So, why is access to markets through entrepreneurship is a key solution for refugees' socioeconomic problem? You know that refugees is one of the like majority the populations that have a big problem when it comes to socioeconomic.
Well, I feel that accessing markets is very key because it has the power of capitalizing the refugee economy, where they will be able to have income that will allow them to make decisions that impact their lives, and also working through the social enterprises. It builds a force of solidarity because the nature of the work is that they work together, think together, develop a product together, and be able to sell it. So them being able to be empowered to be able to do these things themselves through the income they generate from the products, but also in addition to the empowerment they are receiving in terms of capacity and skills to improve on the qualities of their crafts is very, very paramount. And it helps in creating sustainable models of businesses within the refugee settlement, where they are assured that once they produce something, they will be able to sell it. And that way, there is growth in terms of areas for income generation, but also the prospects to earn and prospects to be better. So in many ways, it helps create employment for refugees, help them become economically resilient, and also empowered in terms of their skills that they have. And well, maybe to reflect on is that once the product, for instance, I'm wearing beadwork here that is with refugees. It's done here in South Sudan. And once this product is out there, it creates a relationship with the global community on works of refugees, on the capacity of refugees, but also a contribution on the life of the refugee. that is able to thrive and also try to participate in the process of finding solutions for themselves.
Wonderful. I have a personal question. Why did you choose to work with refugees?
Well, I think it's a drive that I have learned because I started out working with refugees as a volunteer, wanting to find solutions and contribute in ways that I can. And through that, it's very encouraging to be able to help and use the expertise and knowledge that you have to make sure that you create or facilitate a situation where the other people can be able to improve themselves. So the desire to impact positively on the lives of communities, but also to address this challenge of people being displaced it was a drive for me to be able to find ways of contributing using the capacity and knowledge that I have in supporting refugees to be better.
Yeah, wonderful. It was so nice talking to you. Thank you for your time.
My
Uh,
pleasure, and thank you for giving the refugees an opportunity like this to be able to reflect on their skills, to reflect on the capacity and the potential that they have, and also share these stories with the wider community to be able to understand how refugees are thriving and how they can positively also contribute to addressing the challenges that refugees have and finding solutions for them.
Thank you so much. So this is the Four Direction. I'm the host, Mary Apollo, and this special series was for a MADE51 project, project funded by UNHCR for refugees storytelling. I was honored joined by Amias Ambira. He's a representative for UNHCR in South Sudan office. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day, Amias, and see you soon in more progressive project for refugees.
Shukran. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Great. Thank you so much for watching today's episode for MADE51 project by UNHCR, Artisan Refugees Women. I'm the host. My name is Mary Apollo. See you in a different episode of Four Direction. Bye.